storage closet that's
Dr.
been
Kim is who I have, and he was like, doesn't it just feel totally different right now? You're like, yes, yes it does. I only go to class 2 days a week for like an hour each day, so it's going to be weird, Dr. Riley. Yeah, so I'm in class Monday and Wednesday for an hour. That's all I'm in class for. Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I think
I
that's
told
better.
my
I don't
mom
think
the other day,
anybody
I feel like
actually
my
goes
tolerance to
in there.
be around people has gone
So,
down. Like I can go to class and feel like I've been around people now.
Well, that's right. It's what it is. It helps kind of feed the soul.
Yeah, it's like that's all I needed.
Yeah, except I still need a hug.
I know.
Like my first hug.
Yes, I want to. I'm a hug person too, so it's just awkward.
I'll stand my 6 feet
6 feet distance.
Oh, I know. And I know some people aren't the big huggers, so you're fine.
They're fine. I'm like, I'm not that person.
I'm not either. I'm like, I want to tell you and show you that I care.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Have your kids gone back to school yet, or are they still here?
So none of them are here.
Okay.
None of them have started classes yet.
Gotcha.
Kate doesn't start until after Labor Day.
Oh, wow.
So she has to quarantine for 14 days, so she's in
Oh,
there.
right. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And she's bored.
I
She's
bet.
like, bored in the house. And I'm like, yeah. She said, I'm bored in the apartment, and I'm in my apartment, bored and hot and sweaty. Michael, you just change up that song. You do your own TikTok, girl.
Yes.
Plan it out. That'll take you some time. You will be bored.
Exactly. It's a great plan.
It's been done.
It's been done.
I said, no, what is it?
That's funny.
I should put
Yes, ma'am.
Yay! Am I speaking?
Yes.
Yeah.
I talked to Jennifer about it. Did she ask you to?
Well, we are good at just
Okay,
winging
just
it.
if you'll do the welcome and introduce me, I'm going to talk about the pantry.
Okay.
And then I'm going to introduce Claire, who's going to talk about Dave's role in it. Bring him up, give him the resolution, and then we have ribbon cutting materials.
Excellent. Yeah.
So.
Jennifer did not tell me I'd do the welcome, so
Yep.
I will do that.
I don't know that I told her that much. I think Dr. Crable was supposed to, but, so.
Hey, it is what it is.
I know. Every time I need him for something. Do you want me to put that over there, or would you like to?
I'll put it over there.
Okay.
That's fine.
Every
since
time
I've
I have
already
to ask him for
handled it.
something, I feel so bad.
Yeah, Dave said you can just eat in one.
Yes, absolutely.
How's it going?
And then, Dr. Riley, I have Dean over here, but you can sit wherever you want to.
It's going to be all about you all day.
I know, right?
Oh, perfect.
But it's a great. You're not too upset.
No, I hope you're not.
Kidding? I was
Okay, good to know.
Good morning. Thanks for that. The A students sit in the front. Good morning. I am Chancellor Teresa Riley. It is such a pleasure to be here with all of you on this beautiful day and for such a special occasion. I am really honored to welcome you and for us to get to celebrate Dave Stevens, not only his hard work, but the hard work of our Student Government Association and all of the individuals who have participated in making a needs pantry, not just a food pantry, for the students on our campus. And so as I look out, I know many of you have contributed to this effort, and as part of my welcome, I welcome each of you and hope that you will take full advantage of all of the things that we have to offer at the institution, but also continue to contribute, because every time that we can help other Lions, we are successful. So it is my great pleasure to introduce Megan Pendergraft. She's the director here at The Rock, and she has been instrumental in getting this location started as well. So Megan, I'll have you come forward.
Thank you, Dr. Riley. I just want to give you some information about our food pantry and some of our successes since just March of 2020 and some of our plans. So since March 17th, 2020, that's the Tuesday before spring break, when all of this COVID was just starting and we didn't know what was going to happen, we had already planned spring break boxes. What we learned over Christmas were our students, over a 2 or 4 week break, depending on their school schedule, they might not have enough food for that break. So we learned that over Christmas, and we wanted to push that through for spring break. So since March 17th, we have the pantry here in this location has been open 106 hours. And we provided more than 450 food sacks to students and university personnel. And I say university personnel, yes, University of Arkansas Fort Smith employees, but also our associates that work on campus. This is done because of our donors. We have employees and community members who drop off donations regularly. We have employees and community members who donate to our foundation account. And since that foundation account has been open, we have raised $7,577.75. Most from our employees right here at UAFS. We also have community sponsors, both large and small. Tyson, OK Foods, Morrison Shipley, Riggs Caterpillar, and St. Boniface Church have all been great continual sponsors. So we want to provide the food to our students and their families. We have students whose parents bring them every week to get a food sack. We have students who are taking care of their parents and who are we all adjust our mask 1,000 times, and are taking care of their siblings. So we want to provide that, but many times when we're working in the food pantry, we get questions. During COVID, how do I get an ID? The registrar's office is closed. Just yesterday, a student who had problems with Cengage Unlimited. So it gives them somebody to talk to. Most likely, I don't have the answer. Jennifer Holland doesn't have the answer. Kim Tomlinson, Veronica Frederick, Dave Stevens. But we get that answer and we get that student taken care of. So it's opened up an avenue of communication with our students. And so we want to continue to support our students and continue to take care of them. This week we opened yesterday. When we opened at noon, there were 6 people waiting on me because we were giving out backpacks. The backpacks were donated from Upward Bound when they had a surplus after last year. And we gave out 10 backpacks yesterday and I think 12 food sacks. So we'll continue to give the backpacks out. And as Dr. Rowley said, this is going to be a needs closet. So our plan is in October to do a coat drive and to get coat donations and provide those to our students and university personnel. At Thanksgiving, we're going to do meal kits for Thanksgiving meal and then winter break boxes again, just like last year. And those last two items, the Thanksgiving meal boxes and winter break boxes, will be funded through crowdfunding that Jasmine Smith will work on starting here in a couple of weeks. So we want to thank you for the support. Thank you, Dave Stevens, for your leadership. And I want to introduce SGA President Claire Hollenbeck so she can honor Dave for his great leadership.
Hi everyone, I'm Claire and I'm your current SGA president. I'm so excited to get to speak to you all today. The Dave Stevens Lion Pride Food Pantry here at UAFS holds a very special place in my heart. The idea for the food pantry was first introduced in 2018, my first year in SGA. With an alarming average of 45% of college students around our nation facing food insecurity, our assembly felt we needed to address this issue on our own campus. The original food pantry was a blessing box, with the idea that students, faculty, and staff could place non-perishable food items in it, and then students could come and get what they needed. The ribbon cutting for the food pantry was held at the beginning of last school year. The food pantry has since grown tremendously and has been able to provide so much for our students, specifically during the COVID-19 pandemic. SGA could not have gotten the food pantry off the ground without the dedication and support of one of our wonderful advisors, Dr. Dave Stevens. Dr. Dave is one of the best student advocates I know. He goes above and beyond in his work, not only with the food pantry, but also with the Grab and Go Sack Lunch program and the Student Emergency Fund. Last school year, the executive board had the idea to name the food pantry after Dr. Dave. The resolution to name the food pantry after him was presented last April, and it passed unanimously. UAFS is so blessed to have someone like Dr. Dave as our Dean of Students. Dr. Dave, SGA loves you, and we're so thankful for you. Welcome to the Lion Pride Food Pantry, everyone. Dave, we have the resolution framed for you, so if you want to come up.
Told myself I wasn't going to cry, but you know, when Claire started talking, that was hard. I love college students a lot. That may sound like a strange thing for some people to say, but college students are the reason why I got into the business I got into. I think they have tremendous passion and potential, and they're all trying to achieve a dream, a goal. And because of that, I think colleges and universities are magical, beautiful places. And so, and I just think as you're going after a goal, you're going after a dream, you shouldn't have to worry about what you're going to eat, where your next meal is going to come from. These students are sacrificing a lot to be a part of this campus, to make a better life for themselves and for their family. And we all felt, it wasn't just me, it was a lot of us. There were a lot of us that felt like students needed a place where they could come on campus and they could get something that would benefit them. And so I'm tremendously thankful for the Student Government Association. I'm always looking for educational opportunities to teach, and I think this is a tremendous opportunity to teach about service learning, about sacrifice and giving, about being just a part of a greater community. There's so many wonderful lessons that can be taught through our Lions Pride Need Pantry, and I'm so excited and so thankful to all of the students, all of the staff, especially thankful for our administration, Dr. Riley, the UA System Board of Trustees, Dr. Bobbitt, our system president, everyone who supports UAFS and supports our students. They absolutely deserve it, and I'm just so proud to be a Lion and so thankful to be a part of a community that cares so much about students. So thank you. This is the biggest honor of my life. It's a tremendous honor. Obviously, I couldn't do it without my family. My lovely wife is here, and I'm so thankful for their love and support. And I appreciate all of you, and so I think there's some cookies or something here. I don't know what else is left, but to eat and to enjoy the day. So this is amazing. Thank you so much.
Would any SGA members, like previous or this year, come up to help us with the ribbon cutting?
Dr. Riley, Blake. I want you in the middle. Okay. Luis. And then let's move this way out from the podium. You need to be right there. Dave's gonna go grab the scissors.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Where are
You need to be in the middle. Dr. Hill.
really?
Should we move away from the podium?
In front of it, the podium?
Do you want us to come in front of this podium? Yeah, could you move it? I need a haircut, Dave. I mean, you don't, but
Well, no.
help us out.
So just tell me when. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Dr. Hale. Thank you so much.
Do you want to invite people to come take a look around inside?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think anybody, I mean, most people probably haven't been inside yet.
I know that many of you have not been inside and seen and looked around. We'd like to welcome you to come in. Just a reminder, though, try to give yourself some space and be safe. And thank you guys again.